Welcome to Weeping Willow Homestead. Today I have a food pantry haul for you. This is our county-run food pantry. You are allowed to come in twice a month. One of the times you get to choose what day you come in. You get to choose when it works best for your schedule on the days that they are open and when you need to come in. So a lot of times we will do it when we're needing to get to the grocery store, but we're kind of trying to push a little bit longer until next paycheck or whatever. And so that's how we kind of plan it out, is when in the month we feel like we need to go the most. The other day was today, which is what they call the commodities day, which is the more government subsidized items. And you don't get to pick and choose on that day. So you don't get to shop. It's you get what you get. There are some choices, and I will explain kind of as I go. But for the most part, it is you walk through with your cart and they give you so many cans of this, so many cans of this, so many bags of this, that kind of thing. There are some choices, but you can also say no to anything. So like today I said no to a can of collard greens because I know it's something that my family won't use. I'm about the only person in my house that likes greens, and collard greens are not one of them. I've tried all the ways, because I know there's somebody on here that's going to be like, oh man, I love collard greens. That is awesome. I'm so glad. I wish my family liked greens, because I would totally grow so many greens in my garden to feed my family, but I have tried all of the ways and I'm about the only one that likes them. So anyway, all right, let's jump in and see what we were blessed with today before all this stuff thaws out. First, they had outside, they always have like a table or a rack of things that they have that they just need to get rid of. Things that are expired or really close to expiring. Things that they just have a bulk amount of. Today they had a bulk amount of grapefruits. And let me see. Oh, my bag is slightly open. There's nothing wrong with them. They're in decent shape. They're small, which I think, if I remember correctly, the smaller ones tend to be a little sweeter. But my two youngest kiddos, my 6-year-old and 4-year-old, love grapefruit. So they will eat that. If it's the sweeter kind, then most of my other kids will eat it. But I have no doubt that those will get eaten a little bit at a time, and they keep pretty well. So, yeah, let's keep moving here. A thing of unsweetened iced tea sparkling water. The lady that's in that area knows that I love sparkling water, so she always loads me up anytime that I'm in there on the things that she knows nobody else is going to take. This one's going to be an interesting one because it's mango and black tea. I will probably I don't like mango, so I will probably end up giving this to the kids. I'll check caffeine quantity on it just because black tea, but I would guess it's probably not going to be an issue, and it's unsweetened, so they'll probably love that. They have their baby shelf, and so I picked up actually a 4-pack of these. We just put the other ones away because my 4-year-old just loves, she calls them squeezy pouches, and she just loves those. Canned wise, we got 3 cans of salmon, 4 cans of garbanzo beans or chickpeas. You can use these to make hummus, and then you can also put these in the air fryer and they make like a crunchy snack. So I'll do that sometimes for the kids. You can also use them other ways, but I'm just saying those are 2 ways. 2 things of peanut butter, 1 thing of applesauce, a thing of sliced potatoes, and a thing of a can of mixed vegetables. Those are really great for like shepherd's pie or cottage pie, pot pie, those kind of things, just as a quick and easy. And then, like I said, they also had the can of greens that I passed on. Sorry, my brain is shutting down for some reason. We have so the meats, we could choose between a whole chicken, a pork loin, and a bag of chicken drumsticks, and I chose the drumsticks just because we haven't had those in a while, and my kids all love chicken legs, so I thought that would be a nice, quick, and easy meal one evening. That bag will probably eat the entire thing, because, 5 kids. A bag of fish there wasn't another option. It was just the bag of fish, so it's Pacific whiting, skin on fillet portions. So tell me what to do with that. I'm not a fish eater. I personally do not like fish. We found out last week that my oldest son is allergic to shrimp, so probably all shellfish when we had shrimp for dinner, and he woke up covered in hives the next day. So luckily not fish, but I am not a fish person, but my kids all like it. So tell me what to do with that. It's got like the baking instructions and deep fryer instructions, but do I bread it? Do I what do I top it with? You know, that kind of thing. Tell me what to do. These were awesome. Normally we get like canned chicken, but these are in pouches, so these are nice. There are 5 of those. There's 1 of this chili with beans, and then there were 3 of these, and I warmed up 1 of them for my kids for lunch today with some cheesy bread, and I'll show you the bread here shortly. So that was a nice, quick, and easy. I did add in, to make it go a little further, it says it's 3 servings. So I added in a can of peas to stretch it a little bit further, and it was the perfect amount for all 5 of my kids to have a decent sized bowl. I mean, not a huge bowl, but it's lunch, so they're usually not big eaters for lunch. We could choose between frozen strawberries and frozen apples. I still have a bunch of the apples that we canned and dehydrated and such from our garden. So I chose strawberries because yum, those will go in smoothies, popsicles. When I make oatmeal for the little ones, I like to push frozen strawberries down in it after it's cooked, and that thaws the strawberries out and cools the oatmeal off so that they can eat it a little bit faster. And then 2.5 pounds, so 5 pounds of blueberries, frozen blueberries. Super excited about those because my kids love blueberries. They will eat, like, get a cup of these just frozen and eat it for breakfast. There are also a thing of almonds, and then 2 bags of in-shell pistachios, which my husband will be very excited about. Some, let's see here, a 2-pound block of, no, a 1-pound block, 16 ounces is 1 pound, of cheddar cheese. And then, let's see here, 4 pounds of lentils and 2 pounds of split peas. The split peas, sometimes we use them, and sometimes I also just feed them to the chickens. I will soak them and feed them to the chickens as a way to give them something during the winter especially. And then the lentils, sometimes we eat them, and then sometimes I sprout them and give them to our chickens. Hang on and I'll show you my setup right quick. So these are wide mouth quart jars. And I start out day 1, I soak a 1/2 cup of the lentils in water for about 24 hours. This is 48 hours. So this is 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, and 6 days. And like these are cram packed in there. I will have to like use a fork to scrape them out. And this is a way that, one, I make the lentils go so much further, because you're looking at like a 1/2 cup of lentils here grows to 4 cups and overflowing, and I could technically put it in like a 1/2 gallon jar. I just don't have extra 1/2 gallon jars around, and they would sprout even further, and they kind of look like grass. So during the winter I do this for my chickens, and it gives them some greens, and we always end up with a lot of lentils. It's something that they give out a lot, and we can only eat so many lentils, especially since my husband and I have to eat low carb. So having greens for them during the winter from all of these lentils is awesome. And look, I mean, seriously, like 1/2 cup to 4 cups is awesome. So, all right, let's go back to the counter. So yeah, I just like being able to sprout the lentils for them so that they're getting something green during the winter when there's no grass left for them to peck at. And then, like I said, it takes what for us isn't super usable. Can we use some of it? Yes, but not all of it. But what it takes that and turns it into something that we can feed our chicken. It offsets our feed cost, and like I said, gets them some much needed greens during the winter. So, all right, I am going to hurriedly go put away all of this, especially the frozen stuff, and then I will be back. They loaded us up with bread today. So I'll be back with that in just a minute. All right, round 2. I know I say I'll be back in a minute. For you, it's a moment. For me, it's like a few minutes. Running around like a chicken with my head cut off, putting stuff away. I did not put the canned stuff away. Anyway, like I said, they loaded us up on bread. There you go. Out front, they had a bunch of chips, which kind of surprised me because I figured chips from the grocery store, because a lot of what they get is things that are overstocked from the grocery store or about to expire from the grocery store. These are still good until July. I kind of figured these would be something that the grocery store would keep being stocked for New Year's in a week. So I don't know. You tell me, if you work in retail, why were there so many chips? And like I said, they had like a huge rack full of, they had probably 50 bags of these. And then as I was getting ready to leave, they were setting out these, and she goes, hey, you want some of these too? And I was like, yeah, sure. So I picked up one of these Lay's lime flavored. There's a thing of slightly crushed tortilla chips, a party size bag of the Lay's chips, and then 3 bags of the sea salt popcorners. And if you've been around for a while, you know I am not upset about getting some of those. I don't know why. I love the popcorners. Not something I should eat a whole lot of, but I have pretty decent self-control on I can eat like literally a few of these and be fine. The kettle corn one of these are amazing. And my mom really likes the white cheddar ones, so. But sea salt is fine with me, and the kids will eat them if nothing else. And we haven't had chips in quite a while. The food pantry, the other one that we have went to in the past, has really only had popcorn and pork rinds here lately. So we haven't had chips in quite a while because it's something that I refuse to buy. Because, I mean, you're eating air, essentially. But anyway. All right. Bread-wise, like I said, she loaded us up. These I actually used to make cheesy bread for the kids for lunch. I just sliced some Colby Jack cheese and put it under the broiler for a couple of minutes. I got it a little overdone. Shh. They didn't notice. And these, she always gives me the big giant bags because she knows if whatever we can't use, she knows, and they are okay with, we will give them to our chickens. Because it's something that generally nobody's going to take these giant 24 count of rolls. They end up just going in the trash. She would rather send them home with us and us give them to the chickens than them go in the trash. They do work with several farmers in the area that if they have bread that's left over that they just cannot get rid of, they will give it to the farmers so that the farmers can give it to their pigs, their chickens, ducks, geese, whatever. A thing of mini bagels. She found these as I was getting ready to walk out the door, and she goes, oh, take 2 of these. So because she knows most of my kids really like the butter croissants and will eat those with breakfast. A thing of hot dog buns. This looked yummy. Some raisin swirl cinnamon bread. Yum. And then 2 loaves of like whole wheat 7 grain healthy bread. I don't know how healthy bread is. As someone who now eats low carb, I start to question things a little bit more. And then she also threw this at me as a whole New York style cheesecake. So what I will do with that is I will go ahead and open it and put all the pieces on a cookie sheet and freeze them individually. And then I will probably put like layers of freezer paper or wax paper or whatever I have on hand in them, and then put them in the freezer. And then on any night that we have dessert, I can pull that out as an option. Is if they want a slice of cheesecake, they can have cheesecake, and then we can always put like a dollop of jelly on it, or make like a compote out of that, the strawberries and blueberries, something like that. So yeah. All right. Once again, huge blessing, especially this time of year. We do not go all out on Christmas gifts by any stretch of the imagination. We have always had a rule of we do 3 gifts like Jesus got and for each of our kids, and we don't like go way out of proportion by any stretch. I know of families that spend like $1,000 on each one of their kids, and I'm like, how? Because that would be $5,000 if we did that. There's no, like, who has that? we don't even, yeah, I'm not even going to say how much we spend, because I know some people are going to be like, wow, you spend next to nothing. And other people are going to say, wow, you spend quite a bit. So I'm just not going there. But yeah, anyway, huge blessing this time of year. They really loaded us up today, which was super kind. And we were all, everybody that was in line was just kind of coming out with big smiles on their faces, because wow, we got all kinds of stuff this time. So yeah, huge blessing. If you need help, especially as the year end reaches and you're getting toward tax time, and you need, even if you just need like help for a couple of weeks or a couple of months, go. If you need it longer term like we do, go. It's okay. We choose not to take government assistance in the way of like food stamps, because we don't need the $700 a month that they would give us in food stamps. We just need a couple $100 in groceries to help us meet our budget and put back a teeny bit in savings, so that we can, you know, the emergency thing that happens, the furnace doesn't work, or the water heater busts, or the car needs repairs, or kid needs, you know, medical attention of some kind. That's us, is we're making it work, but we just need that little squeak bit of help. And that's where the food pantry has met us, is in that. So if you need help, I will have a link in the show notes of how to find food pantries in your area. Please seek them out. They want to love on you. They want to support you and your family in whatever you're going through. And then maybe someday you will have figured life out, and God will have dealt you some amazing things, and you'll be able to turn around and help somebody else. Because that's one of those that I absolutely love, helping my community and serving my community any way that I can. And can I afford to give lots of money to charity? No, I can't. But there are things that I do, and I'm not going to toot my own horn, but there are things that I am able to do, talents that God has blessed me with, and kids that can help me, and just whatnot, that I find other ways to bless my community. And this is how my community has chosen to bless me, or that I need blessed. So anyway, all right. I hope you guys had an amazing Christmas. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I would love for you to stick around. I am slowly eking up on 5,000 subscribers, which to me is just absolutely mind-blowing. Like, when I started doing this, I started doing it for two reasons. One, so I could make a little income for my family, and two, so that I could, one, show people a glimpse into what it's like feeding a large family. I do not consider us a large family. Larger than average, yes, but not large. But feeding a large family on a budget, what the food pantry looks like, getting help when you need it, encouraging people to do that, encouraging people on eating healthy while going to the food pantry, while being on a tight budget, encouraging people that if you have to eat low carb, you can still do it. You can make it work. Obviously, this counter does not attest to that, but I have 5 kids who will gladly eat all of this if I can't help them at all. So, you know, just those kind of things, that's why I did this. And to have 5,000 people stick around, like, that's amazing to me. I have 5,000 friends now. Who has that? My friends list on Facebook is this big, because I choose to keep it that way. But it's just astounding that 5,000 of you want to hang out with me, cook dinners with me, go to the grocery store with me, go to the food pantry with me, and hang out with me. So I deeply appreciate that. So if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, all of those things. It helps my channel out. But yeah. All right. I am going to go attempt to clear my counter off, and then I'm going to make me some lunch, because it is officially 1:12 and I have not eaten anything today. So I'm hungry. Well, I did eat a couple of bites of stew, but all right. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye, and God bless.